This is the Global Economic Commodities Scrap Metal and Recycling Report by our Bentley roll-off trailer and lugger truck, July 19, 2021. U.S. weekly crude steel production rose to 1.852 million tons, an 83.4% utilization rate versus about 91% in mid-2008. Constrained supply continues to bring higher prices. WTI crude oil price fell to $71.45 a barrel, the largest weekly drop since March, on oversupply concerns due to COVID's rapid spread. Also, just yesterday, OPEC and OPEC Plus agreed to increase production through 2022. U.S. weekly crude oil production rose to 13.4 million barrels per day, still down 13% from pre-COVID 16 months ago. The U.S. drillers want higher prices, so they are limiting supply. The U.S. weekly oil rig count rose to 380, still down 76.4% from 2014's high, and it's even down about 40% from pre-COVID, the same about 16 months ago. Scrap steel number one HMS price remains steady at $461.67 a gross ton, a multi-year high. Supply and demand remain in balance as both slowly increase. Hot rolled coil steel price rose to $90.75 per hundredweight. That's a week-ending record and was actually even higher during the week. Demand continues to outstrip supply. Copper price fell to $4.31 a pound, which is high, but about 10% off that recent record. There is slowing demand and a strong dollar, yet lower Chinese supply. Aluminum price was pretty steady at $1.12 a pound, which is $24.79 a metric ton, near a multi-year high. This is on good demand and tight supply from China and Russia. China's second quarter GDP grew at 7.9% year over year, slowing from a record 18.1% in Q1. Factories are now slowing as globally consumer spending moves to services. Canadian June housing starts fell to 282,070 annualized, but remain high. Single detached homes were down, yet multi-unit were up. U.S. U of M Consumer Sentiment Index fell to 80.8, a 5-month low. The sub-index of expectations as well as current conditions fell. Inflation concerns were at an all-time record. U.S. June industrial production increased a big 9.8% versus last year and 0.4% from May. Manufacturing actually declined, but utilities rose due to the heat wave. The semiconductor shortage is still hurting vehicle production. U.S. June retail sales rose a huge 18% versus last year and up 0.6% from May. Electronics, appliances, and gasoline were up as vehicles were down. U.S. June NFIB Small Business Optimism Index increased to 102.5, the highest in 8 months. A record 28% of businesses are planning new jobs in the next 3 months. Hiring and supply chain problems continue, along with strong sales. Wall Street's Dow Jones Industrial Average fell 182 points to 34,688. Concerns over rising inflation and surging COVID are hurting markets. Roll-off trailers by Bentley are clearly the best in safety and uptime. Every Bentley trailer has the exact same axles, valve, cable, etc. that are heavy-duty and optimized. This is from our 8-axle Extreme units for Michigan only to our best-selling tandem axle Super Mini, the roll-off truck replacement. I'd like to introduce Bentley's future CEO, our first grandchild, Benjamin Asher Marcus. Congratulations, John and Adrian. As always, feel free to call or email me with any questions, and we hope all have a safe and profitable week.